From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now.
First pitch coming your way next. Starting on the mound in this one, Shane McClanahan. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now. Nolan Schanuel digs in now.
Baseman, number 18, Nolan Schanuel.
And we're off and rolling in Tampa Bay.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Fly ball down the line. Moniak on the move towards the line, and that's a foul ball. Fastball for a strike. And Sugar Shane McClanahan gets his second strike out of the game. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the sixth spot, Yoan Moncada.
Well, one area of his game that he's really looking to improve on is how he's hitting on the road. It's pretty much been a struggle for him all season, and sometimes there's just not a good explanation. Maybe the hotel beds aren't comfortable. Maybe the food on the road's not good. I don't know what it is, but he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure out a way to get his mind focused when he steps in the box that it's all about doing damage.
McClanahan, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys right through there for a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. And a swing and a miss, and there are two outs.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Now here is Zach Neto. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. Now batting Joe Adell. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Way high there, and it's 1-0. Step off throw to first, and he's back in there. Neto off of first with 2 away.
That's a ball.
Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. In the air, right field. Moniak under it. And that'll do it. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. We go to the bottom of the first. And getting a start for the Angels, Grayson Rodriguez. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Stepping in, Chandler Simpson. There's the strike. To the right side, and that chance handled. Fires to first. A great play deep in the hole. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. This is a good offense, Chris. You're going to get quality at bats and balls put in play consistently with this group.
And it doesn't really matter who they're facing on the mound. They have the ability to go out and compete and win ball games. If it's an all-star or Cy Young Award winner to just a rookie up in the big leagues. So when you have that, you have a chance to win every night. If I was a pitcher on this team, I'd feel pretty good about taking the mound for him.
Junior Caminero, the next to hit, takes ball one. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he hits a ground ball right side. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up next, Jonathan Aranda. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Yandy Diaz now.
He's done a great job making contact recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Flips the corner, and that's strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Check swing, no appeal, and that is ball one. In the air to left center, low on the move. That's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the shortstop,
Otto Lopez. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate, trying to get the Rays on the board.
No, inside.
First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Good hitters count the 2-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Got him swinging. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler. To third, and that's foul. Fought off foul. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and one out now.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting seven, the catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Second inning here, no score. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Inside,
ball 1.
Ball 1.
Ball, that's
Really
up
good
there.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a 3-2. And ball 4 to
Take your
aboard.
base.
Batting eight, the left fielder of the 3, Josh Lowe.
Here's the left fielder, Josh Lowe.
Ball.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab.
Batting 9, the second baseman, Kyren Perez.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. That one
Ball.
outside.
That pitch is out.
And that's ball 1. Missed
That's
with a
a ball.
changeup. And the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one
That's ball
misses.
3.
Ball 3.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
The pitch is
Ball 4.
upstairs, ball
Take your base.
4, and they're loaded.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So digging in, Nolan Shanuel went down on strikes his first time through. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The Halos looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Mickey Moniak.
Nope.
Splits the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Here's a 1-2. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Brenton Doyle next to hit for the Rays.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Moniak gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one to first. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Just elite level speed on display right there, and he needed every bit of it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Now one missed. The 1-0.
Ball 2. That pitch down.
The Rays with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not close with that one. They're now 3-1. Brooks lead. Next to bat for Tampa. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it. Throw sails over his head at first.
Batting up, the second baseman, Brooks Lee.
2 aboard with 1 out. Now at the plate, Brooks Lee.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That's outside.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rays, the left fielder, Chandler.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
The 1-0. And another ball. That's in there. 2 on, 2 outs. Off the mark there. 3-1. Junior Caminero in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Digging in, Junior Caminero.
Well, Boog, the biggest storyline coming in is just how hot he's been at the plate. Today's no different. Already producing. He's a true X factor.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball.
Just
that's
missed.
a ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now here is Joe Adell. He's 0 for 1.
Ball, that's in.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first was way offline. And I have to think the runner coming into second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Jorge Soler goes deep. His 9th homer of the year, and the Halos jump out in front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So 2 down, and now Yohan Moncada. Hey! Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams. Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. Rodriguez back to work. In the air to left center. Trout on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter,
Yandy Diaz. Getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time.
Ball 1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Here's a 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely. He gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Mickey Moniak.
Yep, that ball went out.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. Just
That's
missed.
ball 2.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. On to inning number 4. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on the show, Florida. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two. And that's outside.
That's out.
Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Low. In now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And a bunt towards third. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Now, Kyren Paris walked his first time. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. 1 out, and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Ball
That's
3.
off the mark. Full count now. Struck him out looking. Strikeout number 8.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Shanuel up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. That one misses. 3-1 now. Mike Trout on deck for the Angels. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Next for the Angels, the center fielder, number 27.
And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. And midway in the 4th, Angels 2, the Rays 1. This is Rays baseball on the show, Florida. Ready to go,
Leading off
bottom
for the
four.
Rays.
And stepping in for the Rays, Brenton Doyle. Outside low, ball one.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ball, that's outside.
Sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The next offering misses. 3 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Neto takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Rays, the catcher, Shelton.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Dalton Rushing. Flying to left his first time. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Brooks Lee next to hit for the Rays. He popped out his first time. And fouled off. Oh, 1 down. And that one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now here is Chandler Simpson. That's to third. Moncada gets him easily, ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Mike Trout.
That's a ball.
First signs of movement in that bullpen out there. Brian Baker, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Boyle also throwing. And the 1-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Upstairs.
That's a ball.
3 balls, no strikes. That one misses.
Nope, that's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane McClanahan is done. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching.
Ryan Baker gets the call from the pen.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
So up next, Zach Neto. On the ground, could be two. There's one. Double play. That's ideal relief efficiency. One pitch, 2 outs. Not half bad. Base is empty after the double play. Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels.
Ball.
Baker making his 30th appearance of the year. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Right through there for a strike. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Angels held in check. They lead it 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero.
Another steady performance at the plate today after riding a hot streak, Boog. His consistency in the box has been impressive.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Adell under it. And a quick out, number 1.
The first baseman.
So digging in, Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 2.
Ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. Relay throw to second, and he's out easily.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. The Rays trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5.
Ball 1.
Next offering way off the plate.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Very high with that one. Ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Otto Lopez next to hit for the Rays. He's already homered here in this one. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out towards right center field. Adele under it. And that is that. The Rays strand just the one. They're down 2-1. Back now in Tampa Bay. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. At the plate, Jorge Soler.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Ball, that's out.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
This one in the air center field. Doyle has a beat on it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Yoan.
Here comes Yoan Moncada.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 14, Logan.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Brian Baker out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Joe Boyle comes on now.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Logan O'Hoppe. In the air, right field. Moniak under this one. And that is that. Angels go quietly there as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in Tampa Bay and stepping in for the Rays, Mickey Moniak. Gets the call. Strike one. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Drew Pomeranz, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Stevenson warming up as well. 0-1 now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rays, the center fielder,
Brenton Doyle will hit next.
Doyle.
Ball, that's off the plate.
So
That's
2
a
balls
ball.
and no strikes. That's a little bit low. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got it looking. That's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Ball, that's low.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Raised down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball,
Back-to-back
that's out.
breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Next pitch is downstairs. Brooks Lee in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball four there, tying run is on base.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Grayson Rodriguez will depart, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment.
Now pitching for
on the mound now, Caden Dana.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll see if that factors in.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Brooks Lee. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Rushing the runner at first with 2 gone. Down the middle for a strike. 1-2.
Inside ball.
Out to short, Neto. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Tampa, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Tropicana Field, so in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe.
Ball, that's
bullpen
outside.
movement for the Rays. Garrett Clevenger, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Jacks getting cranked up as well. No question about this one. It's out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Kyron Paris, the next to hit for the Angels. A strikeout and a walk.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman,
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Well struck left field. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
The batter, number 9. Zach.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Neto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Schanuel off of first with 2 away. Just
Oh,
missed.
that's just out.
And he swings through that one. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. In the air left field. Simpson going back on this one. And that is that. But the Angels add to the lead on this solo blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Rudder takes off. Pitch
That's out.
outside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Rays
with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball, right field. Adele should have this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Ripped to right. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. Runner from third in to score. And now they trail by 1.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Diaz
Ball 1.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
That's a clutch hit and a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Otto Lopez now at the plate.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. Adele on the move. That is the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied up at 3 apiece. We're at the top of the 8th. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Joe Adele.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's outside.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Edwin Uceda, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Matz also getting ready. Oh, that got him.
That ball got him right there.
And the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. Making a move at first. Pinch running for the Angels. Bryce Teodosio deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. And the batter now, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game.
Ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner on the move. Pitches
Ball.
low.
Damn.
Throw.
He's
Save.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Fastball for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. The run scores from second. They lead it in the 8th. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Joe Boyle won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching,
Griffin Jacks taking over on the mound.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Here is Yohan Moncada, 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
And now it's going to be Logan O'Hoppe.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 8th. Out to short. The flip. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer.
Up next to the Angels, the left fielder, the 3,
Josh Lowe getting ready to hit.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Two down, nobody on.
No, that's down.
Jacks, 31 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Last half of the 8th coming up. Angels 5 and the Rays 3.
now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Angels,
new pitcher on the
number
mound as we
13,
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Drew Pomeranz.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And stepping in for the Rays, Mickey Moniak.
the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Did he
Swing
go?
to the first pitch. Look down to third. Didn't go. Ground ball left side. And it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Brenton Doyle digs in now. Swing and he breaks his bat. And
Nope,
a
that's
foul
foul.
ball.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate.
That's a ball.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Ball! That pitch is out.
The Angels holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next
Ball.
offering misses, and that's ball 3. Dalton Rushing up next for the Rays. And a payoff pitch. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Now it's going to be Dalton rushing.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter. To the left-hand pitcher, what you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That misses, and it's 1-0. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Action in the Angels bullpen. Ben Joyce, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Fermin getting loose as well. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
And that's fouled off. The 2-2. That one just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. First and second, one out. Brooks Lee next to hit for the Rays.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Moniak over at second. Doyle over at first with one away. Swing and a foul out of play. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Next offering way upstairs. Chandler Simpson next to bat for Tampa. One out. Runners at first and second. To the right side. Neto for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Ninth inning coming up. Angels 5 and the Rays 3. You're watching Tampa Bay Rays baseball on The Show, Florida. Nick Fortes, the new catcher now.
Number 40, Nick Fortes.
Here's the second baseman, Kyren Paris.
Kyren Paris.
That one off the mark. Ball 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled. Throw to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the first baseman, Nolan Shanuel. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Nick Martinez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two down, base is empty. And now batting, Mike Trout.
Hey!
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Angels 5 and the Rays 3.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ben Joyce.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's a ball.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And it's 1-1.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one he does.
Ball to strike. This to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Number 13,
Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Out of line, out towards center. 2 away down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Aranda in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The Rays down to their final strike. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.